Good morning, Babe at Planet Crochet. It's a lovely day today. Can't believe it's 1st of November already. Anyway, I've got this beautiful, cute customer order. I've already placed one button on and I'll show you how I do it. You can hardly see the holes. There's one. Just take that out. So if I pop that in there, bit of a tip if you're new. And what you want to do, especially if you've got colours changed through your garment, it's not as critical if you're one colour, but I still like it to be precise, if that's the right word. Where that buttonhole is, I take my needle, I don't need that in, but there's the hole, and on this side where the hole is, approximately is where I want the button to be on the other side. And that's what I've done here. So it was halfway through and it was that treble there. So I did that with my needle. And I fasten on when I've got the correct position, starting top or bottom, either way. And I tie on, and then I'll go at least once more through the button and through the back. Once that is secure, I need to sew that in at the end. I always go over twice on a button. You want to thread, there's my next button position, because I've done the same principle as I did for the first one. You want to take the yarn through the back, making sure you're just going through the back. You don't want to be poking through the front and making it look different with the stitching. And then go down to your next mark. I use stitch markers, they're quite bright and easy to see, and I pop it through the hole, the first hole I'm going to put my needle through. Again, make sure you just go through the back of the stitches. Now I'm near the stitch marker, I will just double check. There's the buttonhole. I go for in the middle, so it's in the middle of the hole, no matter which way round the button is sewn. So it's either wooden ones or it's on the back, you know, the plasticky ones. And then copy on the other side. So it's near as damn it, because if I go too low down on that hole, you can go through the stitch work, but I've pulled the work in the past, so I try and use a natural hole that's already in the work. So that's near as the hole on the other side. So once I've got that position, I will take the stitch marker out. Whoops-a-daisy. Bring your next button down, make sure you thread it on the right way. Go through your other eye, again through one of the natural holes. Now I've gone one too far over than that one. I thought it looked a bit, that's better. There you go. And I always double check. I will fasten the one that's secure, and then the next one, it will come out a little bit because it's not secured down. Just pull your yarn, and especially when you're with different colours, you'd like to match it, you need to match it up. And then you'll do the same for your subsequent buttons. And that's how I like to make sure, match up the button positions to match the button holes. So I'll go down to the bottom off camera, and then there you are, all three little buttons on. This is 0 to 3, size of this cardigan. Now I've got one tail, but top and bottom, and how I like to make sure they're secure is again go through the back of the stitches. Make sure you've not come through the front. You want to pull it snug but not too tight, and go a little ways and then go back. So you want to make sure the tail is nice and snug. Make sure you don't, when you go back the other way, make sure you've got the tail behind a stitch, because I've done it a few times and I've thought, oh, that's a really nice line of stitching, you know, and I've pulled and it's pulled it all the way back out. So just make sure you've gone behind one of your stitches at the back. Again, don't pull too tight. And I always, unless I've cut myself short, I always go back 3 ways. I've learnt my lesson as I've done my crochet journey. You don't have to, you can do 2 ways, but definitely don't just do 1 way, do 2 at least. So that's the bottom. I will do the top off camera. So let's pretend I've done the top one. And fasten. Now normally these cardigans I make have 4 buttons, but being the little one, I've put 3 on this one. You don't want to overkill it. Quite nice buttons. I get these off Etsy. And this is Stylecraft double knit. I do them in 4-ply as well. I will ship worldwide, but I'll have to look into it if you contact me and you want one of the cardigans. But for now, that is ready, apart from this, to go to its new home. That's it from me, Bev at Planet Crochet. Thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe, like and share. That really helps me out. And if you're a subscriber and you're watching again, thank you so much. And I will catch you again on another video. Bye for now.